We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
You cannot prevent an argument with an emotionally immature person. You also cannot control their reactions. And I think it's awesome that you want to figure out a way to say something so that they don't feel attacked, so that they don't shut down. I think it's awesome that you want to do whatever you can to make this a productive conversation instead of it turning into a fight. Here's my only question. Do they also care about those things? Are they concerned with you feeling safe and valued enough to occasionally bring up a hurt or a concern and feel heard and understood? Are they interested in de-escalating conflicts by learning about their triggers and shame and their defensiveness? Are they interested in taking any accountability and repairing any unintentional hurt? Because if the answer is no, then we have to be careful thinking that you're in charge of their reactions. Because I'm afraid that this probably isn't the first time you've thrown yourself under the bus and apologized first to keep the peace, is it? It sounds like this isn't the first time that you've been blamed for their reactions, whether by them or even by yourself. And that's wrong. Their reaction isn't your responsibility. And I'm all about us leading with respect and kindness and vulnerability instead of passive aggressiveness and criticism and blame. But let's not forget that you can do all that, and they still have a choice to react in an immature or destructive way. That's not a you problem.
Happy Friday, kings, queens, and the entire spectrum in between. It is your boy Kwame, joined by the handsome, the also other handsome, the melanin proficient, the other melanin proficient, King Kire and King Daryl Walter. How y'all doing on today?
Hello.
Hey, y'all look good. Y'all look
Hello.
good. I'm loving the
Yes.
green.
Yes.
How you doing, Kire? You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
You sure you get you right? You came a little late today. I was a little worried.
No, I wasn't late.
You weren't late? You put away trade?
For the first time in weeks, you kicked trade out early. Now you
want no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You see, you came for me on TikTok, okay? Okay? You came for me on TikTok, but we're going to talk about that today, okay?
I didn't come for you.
You did. You came for me on TikTok. You did a whole TikTok against me, and I just was like, oh, no, ma'am.
No, it wasn't against you. No, you're Team Jada. I get it.
I'm not Team Jada. I'm Team Right.
Because you can't be on this show in the public eye for everyone to see. Because I said Jada wasn't shit, and you
so eye for eye? Is that what it is?
No, I was just letting you know, Jada.
Noted.
Okay.
Noted.
And that's how you feel, no?
It's war this weekend. I promise you it's war. We're going to go live. Hi, Daryl. I'm sorry you got caught up in the world.
No, it's okay. I'm used to being between two men fighting. Good morning, my beautiful king.
I don't even know how to unpack that. I don't even know how to unpack that. Listen.
First world problems.
And it sounds like a wonderful problem to have. Anyway, let's see who is in the building. We want to thank you guys. And first of all, welcome you guys on to the show on today. Who is in the building? Hey, Michelle Holly, how you doing, sister? We appreciate you for joining. And it is Cupcake in the building, the best mod up in these YouTube streets. Yes, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button on the way in. It does help the algorithm, and we appreciate it. We really do.
Yes.
And it's free. It's really free. And CBBJ, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Greetings to you, Dr. Holt, one of the best educators up in these YouTube streets as well. We want to thank you for all that you do, King, and Inspires in the building as well. TGI,
hello,
little sister, what's going on, Michaela? How you doing, Queen? Yes. Oh wait, hold on. Cupcake wants to greet Dr. Holt, Deacon, Doctor, Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend, Prophet, Overseer, Elder, Evangelist, Supervisor, Principal, Administrator, Mr. Don't Rock the Boat or I'll flip this whole MF Ocean. Hashtag Team Cal called me Will Halt. Okay, you know what? Go to your room, Cupcake. That hashtag was so unnecessary.
That was a word.
She is so special.
That was a word.
Dr. Holte, all I have to say about Will and Jada is call me Will. No. I asked for him first.
Well, what about Jason Momoa?
Jason Momoa understands.
I'm sure he does.
He knows who he's coming home to. That's fine.
I know.
Me and Jason have an arrangement. You don't worry about what's going on in our relationship.
I ain't worried about it. I'm just saying, if y'all bring Will, then you and Jason gonna end up fighting over who's gonna bend over first.
First of all, Jason is a top. You don't worry about what he's doing.
He's a who?
You heard what I said.
Honey, we all have fantasies.
Anyway, welcome y'all, and I want to wish all of the Pyromaniacs a wonderful TGIF on this Friday. We want to thank God for Friday. We want to thank God for you guys making it through the week. Yes. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys made it. And Daryl, how was your week?
My week was a week, child. It's been a week. Let's just say that.
Has life been liking?
You know, I live in Vegas, so Formula One is coming up. So the construction and traffic is crazy. Yeah. And, you know, shout out to my Libras, but I don't know what it is about Libra season, but, you know, Libras, unlike Geminis needing to be delivered and healed at the altar and doing a little shadow work, Libras, when Libra season comes around, it's a joyous occasion, but you have to look over your shoulder all the time.
Why?
I don't know what it is about this season. You know, listen. Come on now, Libras, don't act like you don't know y'all.
Well, we're the best.
Libras are the best.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, listen. When you read the first couple of chapters, absolutely amazing. Then out of nowhere, there's the plot twist.
Plot twist? Oh my God. Why? Because Libras is crazy as hell. Oh my God, Dr. O, what is wrong with y'all? Libras? I get along with Libras. I haven't had any issues with Libras.
We love it. Listen, do you remember that last movie Monique did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That main character had to be a Libra.
You got the one with you, the lady.
Big Libra energy.
A mess.
Baby, we thought she was wonderful and took all our wigs off.
A hot mess. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started with the show. We want to thank the best model from the YouTube streets. Cupcake is in the building. Thank you so much. She's gonna give me shit, but you know, it is what it is. What is a big sister for? You know, we want to shout out Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. And they are on TuneIn. Listen, they have been rocking on TuneIn. I've been playing it on my Alexa all the time. But if you have a Google device or Alexa, you can go ahead and listen to them as well. Or you have to say, hey, Google or Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn. And it will go ahead and play it for you on all types of devices. And there is an app that you can listen to it everywhere. You can download it to your phone as well. And TuneIn has a bunch of amazing different platforms that you can listen to, especially news organizations. Keep up with the news, knowing on what's going on with the world, and entertain yourself with Bullet in Flight Radio. Shout out to them. And if you've missed any of our shows and you don't have time to watch them, but you can listen to them, maybe you're at work, maybe you're driving to the gym, you can listen to it on Bullet in Flight Radio, all of the Pyro Media, or most of the Pyro Media shows on there. Some of the Pyro Media shows are not family friendly, so we go there. But the Daryl Walter show is on there. Yes, Pyro Power Hour is on there. Shout out. Yes. So go ahead and check it out. And tonight is today's Fun Friday, but tonight it's Friday time. So we have a Patreon that y'all go ahead and check out as well, because we have a Patreon special show going on tonight, and that is Pyro Cocktail Hour. You definitely want to come in tonight. I promise you that, because guess who's going to be the guest I was going to say guest host, but guest on tonight, and that is Michaud Laurie. You missed him this past Wednesday because we had brother Craig on, Craig the Writer Stewart on, but he will be on tonight. Michaud Laurie will be on tonight, and we are going to cut up.
Oh, I thought Frederick was coming tonight. Ooh. The guy in the picture, yeah, Frederick.
One day. Anywho, that it just got a little hot up in here, but you know, join the hotspot. It's only $5. Go ahead and head over to patreon.com/Pyro Media, and we definitely got to get Daryl up in on Pyro Cocktail Hour one day.
We gotta work it out. You know, my schedule is real funky and all over the place. But listen,
but we're gonna try to get you on one of these Fridays, brother.
We're gonna get it in there. But when I do get in there, it's gonna be epic. Just know that.
All right.
A mess, because there's stuff that we can say on there we can't say over here.
Yeah.
And
right.
this Friday, if you haven't done so already, not this Friday, this past Tuesday, if you haven't listened to already, a new episode of The Takeover was aired today, and it's Let's Hear It for the Band. Shout out to, it was episode 6, yes. Shout out to Kire, Senoj, and Pyro Media Productions for getting that all together, and Bullet and Flight Radio for sponsoring the show. So yes, The Takeover with Kire, Senoj, definitely check it out over on Bullet and Flight Radio. And today is Dance Party Fridays over on Bullet and Flight Radio, so make sure you head over there to check out all of the stuff. And I just want to say congratulations to everybody, Lottie Dottie, because you made it through the week. You didn't have to, but God got you through.
Yeah,
you could have went to jail, you could have cut a hoe, you know, but you didn't.
Did you say catch a hoe?
Cut a hoe.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said catch.
I mean, you could have catched the hoe too. You know, you never know. They running around. They may be too fast for you. You know. I don't know.
Okay.
But shout out to all of y'all and for making it through the week. And we want to say happy Bentley time. What's going on, Bentley? He is doing good. He is having a great time. He's been very good this week. I don't know what the hell's gotten into him, but he has been very good. He hasn't been testing the waters. I don't know if it's because I threatened him and told him that he could go over. He could leave if he don't like it here. But and he's been really good. He's been really, really good. So
who's the white woman petting him?
Well, it was nice having Daryl on the show. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Also, it was nice having Kire as well. I'm just gonna do the show solo. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is.
Oh my God!
It wasn't that funny, Kire. It wasn't that funny.
Okay.
Anyway, raggedy asses. Anyway. I love my brother Daryl. Shout out to all y'all. We thank you guys so much for tuning in, but we do have some breaking news. The fun has to be cut short for a little bit, so check out the breaking news. All right, so union workers reached a tentative deal. This actually just broke about a couple hours ago. So reached a tentative deal with Kaiser Permanente after the largest ever U.S. healthcare strike in U.S. history, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Now, Kaiser Permanente has reached a tentative deal with unions representing 75,000 of its employees. The agreement includes increased minimum wage for all California Kaiser workers with an immediate 6% raise once the deal is ratified. Then in June of next year, workers will receive $23 an hour, and that will increase by $1 every year. The deal also includes protected healthcare benefits and improved retiree medical benefits. The agreement comes a week after nurses, medical technicians, and other support staff held the largest ever healthcare strike in U.S. history. Union members will begin voting to ratify the deal next Wednesday.
Whew. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, at $23 an hour, it's still not enough affordable living in California, in my opinion.
In Cali, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember when $25 an hour or $20 to $25 an hour was like, oh, you living good, girl.
Right.
For
But
real.
actually not anywhere because the rent is high everywhere.
Rent is high everywhere. Inflation is up. And I know that we're seeing, stimulation in the economy, and we're getting reports of jobs, but they're not jobs. At least in my research, they're not jobs that are livable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and on top of that, yeah, people are getting jobs, but they still have to live. So are they getting jobs that's going to be enough for them to cover the cost of living in the area?
It's going to sustain them. Yeah.
Daryl, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I have to be honest. This pisses me off so much. First of all, shout out to all the frontline workers in that industry, right? Let's start with the fact that Kaiser is a privately owned nonprofit. What does that mean?
Yeah.
That means there are, they're not regulated by federal laws, as far as I know. Y'all get in the comments and touch bases with that. Two, it is a shame that people have to beg, have to walk out of work to ask for livable wages. Three, I just looked at a video this morning where a young woman committed suicide, who was a nurse in the industry. And I don't think we think about, these people have gone through COVID. These people have been in, have watched your loved ones die. These people have seen horrific things, and they're asking for a simple raise. And these owners, these big heads are struggling to give it to them while they're living lavishly.
I mean, I mean, Michaela said it right. Pay the damn people for the love of God.
Pay the people.
It's really not that hard. And I get it. I understand that there's some organizations, there's some companies that we're not talking about small businesses here. We're talking about large healthcare organizations. Kaiser Permanente is one of the largest healthcare providers in the nation. So they have a lot of money that they're able to provide their healthcare workers. And go ahead, Kire.
No, but if they pay them, then that means they're going to take a cut in their pay, and they're not going to do that. The higher up.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's
right.
And also we also have to look at the fact that, and that's what's frustrating, and I think that's what Daryl was alluding to. But I think also what's frustrating is the fact that, hey guys, we've had a break. We were able to stay home. Healthcare workers did not stay home during the pandemic.
Yeah, good, right.
They did not have a break. They were not able to say, okay, I'm able to come home. I'm able to, they had to deal with they were the front line defense of everything.
Right. And even staying longer hours.
Staying longer hours, dealing with it. It's not what people, expect or think. So I don't know. I think that, increasing, if they feel like they've gotten to a resolution, then great. I'm happy for them. But let's not have this happen again, because our healthcare workers should be at the priority and at the forefront of our budgets.
I agree.
So,
but can we speak to a bigger picture? And I just want to add this in here. At the end of the day, we're in a silent recession. I've read that in different places, right? And so we're seeing strikes across the board. We're seeing in the hospitals, they're striking the restaurant union. The actors are saying they're not getting paid enough. And basically what's going on right now, it's an uprisal. People are saying we are not going to go into 2024 being paid under, not when gas is $10,000 an ounce, not when eggs is $50 a dozen, not when insurance is going up. No, you are going to pay me. I didn't spend all this money. I didn't spend all these hours. And at the end of the day, you're going to pay me my worth. I'm tired of seeing y'all, going to Louis Vuitton and going to all these places and traveling around the world, sitting on the hill while I'm struggling.
Or rolling up in your Bentley.
Rolling up in your Bentley. And at the end of the day, also, listen, it's the people that support them and make them rich and make them their money.
Right.
Yeah.
That was wonderfully said, Daryl, for sure. Absolutely. I ain't got nothing to follow up on that. Next up, we have in breaking news, Senator Bob Menendez charged with conspiracy to act as a foreign agent of Egypt in new indictment. Take a look. Hey, Dominic.
Senator Bob Menendez facing new charges today. They accuse him of acting as a foreign agent. The newly updated indictment charges the New Jersey Democrat and his wife with conspiring to have him act as an agent of Egypt. The new charges claim that Menendez provided sensitive U.S. government information and took other steps that secretly aided Egypt's government. The new charges come just weeks after Menendez and his wife were accused of accepting bribes, including cash, gold bars, and a luxury car. The couple has pleaded not guilty to those charges.
Of course.
What Mr. and Mrs. Old Smith? What is that about?
Of course. Well,
And this just goes to show that this is not just about Republican or Democrat. Politicians are all sketchy. Okay?
I'm so distracted by the wife right now.
Because she was like Celine Dion?
Baby, I don't know what she is looking like. Wait,
like
can we go back to the little clip where they walking in? Look at the wife.
Senator Bob.
Let me see if I can.
Celine Dion.
This one or the one where
walking into the courtroom? Just a little piece walking into the courtroom.
This one here?
But go back to the little baby walking in the courtroom. You passed it was 10 seconds. Right there. Right there. Just watch her walk. Go press play.
Conspiring to have him act as an agent of Egypt. The new charges claim that Menendez provided sensitive U.S.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. She's been doing all the dirty work. That is a manly walk.
She is the brain,
honey. She is the brain. She know they did that mess. Her face, she can't even hide. She don't look like usually when the wife walks in, right, the face is beat. They like, I didn't know anything. I'm just the wife.
Simeon said, I wasn't gonna say that. Okay, girl, good luck, but you're going to jail. You're going to jail, girl.
She knows she going.
Both.
That's why she got that walk, honey. She know where she going.
That's why you're looking over to the side. Your hair slicked
but
back.
She might not. They might not go.
Yeah, because
they might not go. They might not go. Y'all locking up all the politicians, huh?
All of them. Is that what's happening?
Trump done set a trend.
I doubt it. Anywho, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. So as you guys know, there has obviously there's been since Saturday the initiation and start of the Israeli war or Israel war in Israel between Israel and Hamas, and so Israel dropped leaflets from the skies over Gaza City on this past Friday, telling residents to evacuate immediately and head south. Take a look. Crazy. And for those listening on Bulletin Flight Radio, we're seeing leaflets being dropped over Israel, warning people to leave immediately and evacuate. It's insane. It's insane. My God, I just, that kind of triggered me a little bit because I remember that's something that they do in what they call PSYOPs, psychological operations, in the military. There's a division of military intelligence that is it's called PSYOPs basically, and it's basically that's where they do psychological warfare. They'll drop leaflets and drop propaganda and stuff like that. And this is also not just U.S. doing it, but also studying those type of things that other organizations or countries do as well. So it was just very interesting that happened. But this is a warning. But at the same time, where are they going to go? You've blocked out a way for them to leave. And so, like I said yesterday, on Kwame morning or Kwame Speaks morning vibings, I am praying for the people in the middle. The people who are not, because regardless of how you feel about Hamas, regardless of how you feel about Israel and the Israeli government, I'm praying for the people in the middle, the Palestinians, the Jewish people, all of those that are being hurt and unalived during this situation. So I don't want to go into, for me personally, I do not want to go into anything political when it comes to the situation, because people have to do what they feel they have to do. But I'm just praying for those that are in the situation, because I don't think people really understand what it is, at least here in the U.S., what it is to be in a war-ridden place. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel I know when I was in Iraq, it's a constant state of fear that something's going to happen. And so, like, it is, I can't even imagine that being your everyday life. And they have been, the Israeli army has been relentless on bombings. Like, usually they have breaks when people are at war. There has been no breaks. It has been constant. I woke up this morning when I was working out, and I saw on the news, like, it was constant. Constant. And so I just really want people to pray for them. Like, really pray. Don't just say you're gonna pray. Like, really pray for this world, because this is really scary. So those are my thoughts on it. What are you guys' thoughts?
I've been seeing all people having all type of reactions. You have some people who are getting ridiculed for siding with Hamas. Some people getting ridiculed for siding with Israel. But I'm like, people have a right to be on whatever side you want to. Now, I know the church is on the side of Israel, and I've been seeing, TikToks and Instagrams of get your life in order. This is it. This is the one. Blah blah blah. But I just want us to stay out of it. That's what I think. We stay out of it. This is not our fight. So Joe, don't get no big ideas.
Listen, so there's so many layers to it.
It really
to
is.
This. And on my show, I lightly said I agree with you, Kire. There's so many people who are like, child, it's the last days, it's Israel. A lot of people, I get it, connect to Israel because of Jesus. So I'm going to lay some things out here, y'all, because this is one, I'm excited to be here because this taps into my little piece of gray matter. So here's what I want us to all just pause, and as much as we talk about America, just practice and just have gratitude right now that we are in a position where we can be on this show, where all of you out here can listen. A lot of people, they have cut off their internet, they have cut off a lot of things. So we are in a position to even have a position to freely complain or be grateful for even that. You know what I'm saying? I pause and I'm grateful for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm confused about, and here's what I'm trying to understand, and here's where I'm quiet about it, is I don't think this has anything to do with religion, right? And I think this is the first time we are privy to seeing so much that's going on that side of the world. Here's my question and what I'm trying to understand. I get it. We're praying for the people in Israel, but from what it sounds like, Israel basically plopped down in this area and said, yo, we own this stuff and this is our stuff and we here now. The people over at the Hamas is coming and saying, no, we tired of you and we want you out. You done laid here, you done been here, you done built all this stuff, and now we're coming to say, this is technically our land. Like, y'all it's kind of like a Christopher Columbus situation. Allegedly, I'm still learning all about this because this is way above my pay grade.
So it's a very complex situation. I don't want us to get involved in that because it really.
But here's the thing: to even, like, I'm praying for everyone involved, but my thought is, to even take a side is being involved. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their situation going on, but the complexities of it is not even religion or political. It's
very much political.
I mean, the political part of it, but it's the part about this is our stuff. It's a fight over who it belongs to.
Right.
Is what it seems like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think what the issue is that this is not something that and I have been studying this for a while, because this is not the first time that something like this has happened. It's just that this is the first time that it's been this massive, and the potential for it to go into a bigger situation and other countries getting involved, and so that's why it's very imperative that that the U.S. does step in, because they need to simmer everything down, and I think that that's what they're trying to do. And I saw this morning, a diplomat from the U.S. went to talk to Netanyahu, President Netanyahu, and really try to tell them, like, we need to kind of be cautious about how you navigate this, because it's one thing to retaliate, which is, that's your decision, but it's another thing on how you retaliate. And so, people have been talking, it's a lot of
that's where my hands are out of it, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's like watching two mothers fight over whose kid is this.
I think
like it can get ugly
than that. And again, I don't want to
but do you know what I'm saying, right? If you think about in the Bible, where the two moms was like, yo, this is my kid, and finally, I'm not saying in that way, but it's like yes, it's complicated, but from my understanding, it seems like the basis is whose is it?
For lack of a better,
is that a fair statement? Just for lack of better
expression, yes. But I want to move on, because we're spending too much time on this, and I'm very cautious about this particular topic because it's super sensitive, and I don't want Pyro involved in this, because I know media has their stake in this, and there's so many emotions involved in this, and there's so many thoughts involved in this, and I want people who actually know about it. Like, I don't want to go into a conversation with it just because we're seeing what the media is telling us, and we're seing what TikTok is telling us, we're seeing what Facebook or Instagram is telling us. I really just want us to pray for the people in the middle. That's where I want to kind of leave Pyro Media's statement on. I guess that's what I want to say. So let's move on.
Yes.
Well, let's get into what's happening today. So today is the U.S. Navy's birthday. Happy birthday to the U.S. Navy, born in October, or established rather, in October 13th, 1775. Thus was born the Continental Navy, and October 13th remains the official birthday of the U.S. Navy. Celebrate the U.S. Navy's birthday on October 13th to recognize the brave men and women who have served our country, past and present. Established during the Revolutionary War, the original Continental Navy was formed, disbanded, and then reestablished nearly 10 years later. Today it's the largest and most capable Navy in the world, with the highest combined battle fleet tonnage.
I know that's right.
Navy also boasts the world's largest aircraft carrier, the world's largest aircraft carrier fleet, over 300,000 active personnel, and nearly 100,000 in the ready reserve. So shout out to the U.S. Navy and all of the seamen.
All I heard was fleet, big, and seamen, and that the Navy is a Libra.
You know what?
Happy birthday, Navy.
Navy is a Libra. A mess. Speaking of Libras, let's get into birthdays of the day. We are still full-fledged in Libra season. How long is Libra season?
Till the 23rd. Why?
Too long.
It's the same amount as everyone else gets. We get 30 days. What do you mean?
It just feels longer for some. I'm kidding. Let me stop.
He is a mess. Who invited Daryl?
I'm so excited to be here. I had to bring all of me here so people could be like, who is this guy? We need to watch him on Wednesday.
Yes.
He loves
Walter show on Wednesdays at 4 p.m.?
4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can watch the replay on YouTube and listen to me on Bullet in Flight Radio also.
Yeah, you better go ahead and do your little promo, honey. All right. You invited Daryl. That's what y'all freaks. What do you mean? I didn't say anything. It was Daryl. Yay for the seamen.
Yes. For the seamen.
Dr. Ho, get a towel. Yes, all the Navy men. Oh my God. Hey, Sean.
All the fleets and big seamen.
Okay, I'll allow it. Oh my God. Y'all are a mess. All right. So, right. You better promo, honey. All
right, in the Navy.
Yeah, we gotta move quickly on the birthdays though. So I'm gonna be very quick. Happy birthday goes to
how many you got?
Ashanti. I have a lot apparently. Ashanti, born October 13th, 1980 in Glen Clove, Long Island, New York. Ashanti Sequoia Shaquoia Douglas, aka Ashanti, is an American singer, songwriter, record producer, dancer, and actor. I wouldn't call her a dancer.
That's why she goes by Ashanti.
Yeah. Happy birthday, girl.
Hey, feliz cumpleaños. Yes.
Yes, lady. And we're going to get some honorable mentions. We want to shout out our happy birthday to Tisha Campbell.
She said Tisha. Tisha.
Who chose that picture? Who chose? Kwame, you chose that picture.
I didn't. This is Samuel.
Listen, Daryl. They do it all the time. Him and Samuel.
Tasha got way better pictures, honey.
Way.
But you know what, Tasha? Come on.
It's Tisha. It's Tisha Campbell.
I'm still here.
Actually, I love her song 22 Summers. I love that.
That's a good song, actually. I enjoy that.
I love 22.
Why y'all choose that picture? I love it. She's just like, hey.
No, she look high.
Okay. Happy birthday to you, Tisha Campbell.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, Kimbella Vanderhee. Kimberly Ann Vanderhee, aka Kimbella, is a reality star, model, brand ambassador, and social media mogul. Happy birthday to you, Queen. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, girl.
Crystal Kima. Born in Chicago, Illinois, Takia Crystal Kima, born Crystal Walker, is an American actress and singer. In addition to her status as an original cast member of the Fox sketch, she is also known for her roles as Erica Lucas on the CBS sitcom Cosby, and as Tanya Baxter on the Disney Channel sitcom That's So Raven. Happy birthday to you, Queen. Also, happy birthday to Shirley Caesar, born in Durham, North Carolina. Shirley Ann Caesar Williams is an American gospel music singer, songwriter, and recording artist whose career has spanned 7 decades.
Shirley a Libra. Okay, that explains a lot.
I'm gonna leave Shirley alone, but you think Shirley still get it on?
I hope so. She got a husband laying next to her.
Happy birthday, girl.
No, he died. He passed away.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Didn't he?
Sure did. Oh.
But she seems so vibrant. You think she got a little boyfriend on the side?
She a Libra.
Kwame, you look so done with her.
She's a Libra. Of course she does.
Happy birthday, Greens.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Should have used that picture when they said she was looking at like George. You know what? Okay.
No, you shouldn't use that picture.
Did you see that video where she jumped up on that man's body? That's why I had to ask. She went gleefully.
Simeon said Shirley. Simeon, go to your room. You know who Shirley Caesar is. All right, let's move on. Happy birthday to you, hello.
Oh yes.
Hi, Mel Jackson.
He just looks toxic. Happy birthday, bro.
He does look like he will break heart.
Break your heart.
And back. But he was born on October 13th, 1970.
A Libra.
In Chicago.
Yes, he is. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Libras, Daryl. I don't know if you realize we're in Libra season. Okay, he was born in Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to Kire's hometown. Mel Jackson is an American actor, producer, spoken word artist, and R&B musician. He is known for his roles in Living Single, Soul Food, The Temptations, Deliver Us from Eva, and Abduction of Jesse Bookman. Happy birthday to you, sir. And happy birthday to you, Caleb Mullallen. Born in Carmel, New York, Caleb Mullallen is an American actor. He began his career on the Broadway stage as young Simba in the musical The Lion King.
Yes.
He plays Lucas Sinclair in the Netflix series Stranger Things. In 2017, McLaughlin appeared in the BET miniseries The New Edition story as Ricky Bell. Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday.
Desmond Wilson. Happy birthday to you, Desmond Wilson. Born in Valdosta, Georgia?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Say again?
Valdosta.
That. Grady Desmond Wilson is an American actor and author. He portrayed Lamont Sanford, the son of Fred Sanford, played by Red Fox in the 1970s NBC sitcom Sanford and Son. Happy birthday to you, sir. And
he came to a church when I was a kid and preached.
Oh, really? All right.
Well, that was a long time ago. He was
last but not least, happy birthday to you, Jerry Rice, who was born on October 13th, 1962, in Starkville, what's MS? Michigan?
Mississippi.
No,
Them.
you said Michigan.
I forget. I'm sorry. Oh no, Michigan is okay. Anyway, Lee Rice is a former American football wide receiver who played in the NFL primarily with the San Francisco 49ers. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest wide receivers in NFL history and often called the greatest NFL player of all time. Shout out to Jerry Lee Rice. Happy birthday. And happy birthday. Everybody that was born on October 13th. And yeah, we appreciate you. Shout out to y'all. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, y'all. We're going to get into the rundown, and then we're going to get into these shows, and then we're going to hurry up with the Fun Friday. We're going to try to get as quickly through the rundown as possible. But shut up, Cupcake. Damn, I can't make one mistake. I make one mistake, and here she go, and she come at me, Michigan. Look at y'all. Haven't even finished my coffee yet.
The mushroom juice? Okay.
Kwame thinks Hawaii is another country.
Who said that?
I don't know. I just feel like that's where it was going.
The lies you tell. Let's get
I know it is.
You done. Don't bring it back. We'll be right back.
Spoken like a true.
Welcome to Bullet in Flight Radio. As we celebrate our second year in radio, we invite you to take flight in this world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together. There's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers of all walks of life. Join us 24/7 for science, mental wellness, and all the greatest music on earth. Simply by saying, Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn, and you will take flight. And if you wish to become a pilot, we are a 501c3, so your giving gives right back to you. Our Cash App is $, Bullet in Flight Radio, or PayPal us at paypal.me/bulletinflightpros. Help us make 2024 even bigger for you. And remember, this is your story, our station. For more information, please visit www.bulletinflightradio.com. Your story, our station.
And we're back by popular demand. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. Share if you haven't done so already. And subscribe. That's right, subscribe to Pyro Media Network. So that way you can go ahead and check out all of the amazing content that's happening right here on Pyro Media. We appreciate you for all that you do and all of your help. All right, y'all. Let's get back into the show. We got a lot to cover, so we're going to hurry up with the rundown, okay? Praise God. And we got the amazing, the handsome, the glorious melanated Daryl Walter on the show today. Let's go ahead and see what his opinions are. First up, California Restaurant Kitchen Story implemented a vomit fee for boozy brunch goers who go overboard on the champagne and juice combo. Take a look.
Some people load up a little too much on a Sunday brunch. And if you lose your brunch, some restaurants are going to charge you a little extra bacon or a mimosa can churn up a stomach. Restaurant patrons who hurl as a result will get charged a $50 per person cleanup fee. The owners of Kitchen Story in Oakland and Home Plate in San Francisco, they've imposed the policy and urged customers to drink responsibly. Some other restaurants limit the amount of mimosas served to try to prevent that issue from happening altogether.
What is going on? Why are you vomiting?
How many people are vomiting?
And how many drinks are you having that you have to do that?
Well, you know, mimosas are bottomless at most brunches. So,
right, but you don't know how to control your liquor, girl.
Let me tell you something. One thing I've never done is thrown up not at the restaurant.
I had a birthday in Vegas but I didn't do it at a restaurant. When I got home the next morning, I was having a bad day.
So can I tell a story real quick? I'll make it real fast. Y'all know I work in the restaurant industry. Now, and this man, he was walking across the restaurant, tall black man, and he threw up everything in front of the kitchen. Like when I say threw up everything in the restaurant, in front of the kitchen, across the floor, and everyone paused. Guess who cleaned it up?
You?
I did.
Why?
I did. So I cleaned it up. I did.
Right. Hey.
Listen, it's what if you work in the restaurant industry and you work in the hospital, it's par course.
Yeah, Michelle, I have not done that in a restaurant. I've just never had that. I've never had that issue. I don't understand why you have to what the hell is wrong with you? Please don't know.
Exactly, boss man. Exactly, boss man. They don't know how to be.
I mean, I put on gloves, but I mean, stuff happens.
But how stiff are those drinks? Even I don't care how stiff they are. You need to know your limit, girl. What is wrong with you?
Well, you know, they say bottomless and people just go overboard.
Child, are they just vomiting next to the table like you following people to the back?
You know what? It's given American greed, though.
I was at a concert and a lady vomited in front of all of us. That's so gross. Oh my God. All right, let's move on. Let's go from one nasty story to another, apparently. The war on rats is starting to nibble on New Yorkers' wallets. Homeowners across the 5 boroughs will soon have to shell out at least $50 for new trash bins as the Big Apple tries to crack down on rodents by standardizing garbage collections. Under new rules announced by Mayor Eric Adams this past Wednesday, single-family homes and small apartment buildings will up to 10 units will have to purchase the new cans from its yet undetermined vendor in an effort to modernize the way the Big Apple collects its trash. Quote, as I travel across the entire globe, we're probably one of the last modern cities where you see trash bags sitting on its roads, he said at a press conference beside a large image of some prospective cans. I don't understand why you got I
don't understand why I got to pay for it.
Well, I mean, I thought when I left, y'all would have gotten better trash cans by now.
Oh, please. These cities ain't doing.
I mean, because I left.
But making them pay for it is something. Now here,
that's where I'm offended.
They're free. Yeah, because they're free. The city gave out garbage cans.
Well, they're not free. They take it out of all that money I'm paying for the bill.
And if I'm not mistaken, I remember when I was growing up in Queens, we had to purchase the cans. They just took the can that we purchased and they used that to throw out stuff or whatever. We didn't get stuff from the city. I know when I got to California and they gave us cans, they just told us hey, you started renting at this new address, whatever. Here's the can, and they dropped it off the next day or whatever. I was like, oh, they bring us that? We don't have to get it? It was...
Right. Well, I mean, that's what they do here. Like I said, in the city here, they brought them out. But now the thing with that, if you own your home... Right,
Dominic.
You can't take the can with you.
Right. But
it's set for that address.
Yeah, but it belongs to the city. Yeah. Because I know when I was even when I was in Washington State, actually, they had cans where they would drop it off or they would pick it up if you moved or if you canceled your lease or whatever. You just let the city know, hey, I'm leaving or whatever. They would come and pick it up.
Yeah. So, since this is my last time on the show, according to Kwame, Eric Adams just looks like a top that doesn't think too much. Don't you think he's a dominant top?
Okay.
I wouldn't care.
Me either.
Right, exactly. A trashy dominant top.
Hey, cousin! What's up, cousin? Tiffany Callum says, now that's my blood cousin, y'all.
Hey,
And why
hey, Tiffany.
New York needs to supply it. I agree. I think that it is. Michelle says New York is way too expensive to have a road invitation with all that money. The streets should be pristine. I disagree. That's not. There's so much going on in New York right now that I don't even think that that's the case. And New York is not as pristine as y'all think it is.
But why are they responsible for bearing the cost? And that's where, like, all jokes aside, I'm kind of looking at him like that man doesn't think too brightly.
Wait a minute, Simeon, they have let opossums and raccoons loose in Brooklyn to deal with. Are you kidding me?
I mean, isn't that nature?
But then you go from one rodent to another.
Aren't possums nicer? I don't know.
Possums nicer?
I don't know. They listen. The head of this is that man up there, okay? And he just doesn't seem like the brightest bulb in the 4-pack. So,
well, good luck, New York. We'll see how it goes, child. Speaking of craziness, Nene Leakes is accused of failing to show up to court to deal with a lawsuit over her now closed swag boutique in Atlanta. They reported previously that Leakes is being sued by a company called MPG's Sugarloaf for back rent, but the reality star claims she is not responsible for the outstanding payments as her late husband signed the lease. The lawsuit was filed Tuesday, August 15th in Fulton County, Georgia, seeking overdue rent from Leakes Swag Boutique. Madame Noir reported. The plaintiff claims Leakes owes $22,900 in back rent for a rental space for she leased at the Sugarloaf Mills shopping center for her clothing store. Leakes signed a lease contract in 2017, and 4 years later, she extended it for another year in 2021, according to the lawsuit. At some point, she defaulted on payments. What are your thoughts on this?
I think obviously this is a rich person's problem, but what it sounds like listening to it is.
I agree.
It's a rich person. $22,000 is a purse for Nene,
yeah.
Right? But what Nene is saying, no, you coming after me. You need to charge that to the estate.
Yeah.
The estate has the money. That's where it needs to go, which I think is a smart move, right? If Greg signed the lease, it sounds like they were smart enough where Greg had everything set up. He has an estate, charge the estate. It sounds like they're coming after the wrong person. It kind of sounds like a media grab a little bit. I could be wrong, but it just sounds like that.
That's what it feels like. But I also think that, like, what the hell is going on? I just don't understand why they felt, because she said this was something that Greg signed and probably took care of. And I don't think that it should be fair that she has to kind of, deal with that. But I don't know. Like, a lot of people, deal with, but it was her store. So I don't know. Like, that's why
it was her store, but Greg, I feel like this. It was her store, but Greg signed the lease, right? I feel like a lot of these reality stars are smart business people on the side. Mm-hmm. And I think that if Nene were like, let's just say a regular housewife who, my husband handled everything, I don't know it. It could have been a double charge. She could have just paid the money and went on about her business. Like, I think we know that Nene could have went on and paid the business. And I think they were kind of betting on, she has all this money, she's not going to pay attention. But I think Nene is saying, no. Let's do the business right. Greg is the person that signed the lease. Now the question is, they were married, assets involved in all that stuff. I'm not an attorney in that sense, but listen, I'm with Nene on this. I'm charge Greg for the $22,000.
Yeah.
What if you were in that position? Wouldn't you say, listen?
But Greg's no longer here, so like it should have been defaulted. Like, I just don't like. What are you going after?
Exactly. They're trying to play on her like, oh, she's emotional, she's not going to pay attention. That's what I'm feeling. I could be wrong though.
Sean says, "Cal, why wait until it got that high? Charge the estate."
You know what it is though, and I'll be honest, in this day and age, it still happens. a lot of, especially with men, especially with business, feel like because she's a woman, they can get over on her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I also think that's just a way for them to just kind of keep her name in a negative light in the in the media. But speaking of housewives, Chris is being accused of cheating. Now, I want to be very clear about who's accusing her of cheating.
Right.
Okay? Because I don't trust this person. I would rather trust a New York City rat than trust this person. Okay? So Tasha K.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Oh, she gives
you
me
can't.
Gas. She gives me gas. Like she is just really annoying. So she put out she did an interview allegedly with someone is alleging to be a mistress of Chris Bassett. So this has to do with Chris Bassett and Candiace Bassett. So this is what she said. She said, just in on my desk. Real Housewives of Potomac's Candiace Dillard's husband, Chris Bassett, alleged mistress of 6 months, just sent me new photos of what appears to be Candiace Dillard's husband and abortion paperwork for the mistress. According to the mistress, the abortion was had weeks ago. We are rolling out the recording with me and mistress tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com. Okay, whatever, girl. The alleged mistress is heartbroken and was under the influence when we spoke for hours today via. So she was under the influence. Okay, girl.
She sounded like it.
Oh, you listen to it? Because I don't listen. I don't do anything. Tasha K.
I saw it was posted on never whatever. I mean, now everybody knows I don't support Tasha K in no way, but I wanted to hear this because of Candiace and Chris, because for some reason they be trying to take this man down. Now the broad who came on there, she was under influence. I personally don't.
Of what?
I don't know, but it wasn't weed. But I didn't buy. And a lot of people in the comment section that on the neighborhood watch like, we're not buying this. I don't believe it.
I don't buy this.
I put in the comment section, I think Tasha hired her niece to do this because the girl, I'm like, no.
Right. That's what you do, Tasha. Give Cardi her money back and stop worrying about all this other stuff, girl.
Right.
Here's the thing. At this point, just take me out the group chat. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Remove me. Don't involve me between Will and Jada, Tasha K, all of this mess. Here's what I will say. Since Tasha K, anytime I'm in a conversation with Tasha K, I will take my good time and my little piece of energy and take 10 seconds to read her filthy, disrespectful, no talent having, uneducated, wouldn't have anything without the internet, wouldn't be anything without the YouTube, will never be Wendy Williams, will never be anything better than a commentator that is basically in debt and doesn't even have the money to pay her rent, yet alone pay Cardi B. She is beyond the trash box. She is a disrespectful human being who has nothing better to do than play on Beyonce's internet and play with our feelings. She is uncouth, she is classless, and I suspect her marriage is definitely in trouble. And I fear for her children that she is raising with the morals like hers, because in this world, I feel for them. And that is my 10-second read on Latasha K, trash box, whatever. Now unwind with that.
I don't know what else to say. That was a read.
I mean, you take the time to speak on somebody else's marriage, focus on yours.
Exactly.
You take all the time to focus on everybody else's business. You have 4 million reasons to focus on yours, honey. You moved to Africa and they didn't want you over there.
And her wages are being garnished, but I don't
they
know
should be.
Yeah.
Because without this, you'd be a server at Applebee's.
Right, Simeon. Thank you and good night.
And now, in the words of Ernest Pugh, now rain on that.
Oh.
But when he said that, I hollered.
Ooh, Father God. All right, well, we're gonna lay that to rest today. That's gonna definitely be a clip cut, because I don't know what else. That was a read. Shout out to you, Daryl Walter. All right, a kindergarten teacher in Humboldt, Texas, was caught slipping melatonin gummies to students in a special education class. Take a look. The hell wrong with you, girl?
Many of us turn to melatonin to help with a good night's rest, and some even give the supplement in lower doses to children to help them sleep. But a disturbing story from Texas is highlighting the potential danger of doing that. ABC's Rhiannon Alley explains.
This morning, a mother near Houston says she's afraid to send her 5-year-old back to school after his teacher was caught giving him and other students a sleep aid.
They found it was melatonin gummies. I don't know the strength.
The mother, requesting she not be named, says her son is nonverbal and in a special education class. She says she noticed something was off with his behavior.
He was completely lethargic. He was stumbling to get off the bus.
She says the teacher had called her before, asking for advice on how to calm him down.
She had asked, besides favorite snacks, does he like gummies?
The school district investigating, saying the teacher did give out melatonin, acting on her own and without obtaining parent permission. The teacher did not notify campus administration nor the nurse. It is possible for children to overdose on melatonin, and more children are getting a hold of it. The CDC says pediatric melatonin ingestions skyrocketed by more than 500% in the last decade, with more than 260,000 reports of kids ingesting melatonin. More than 4,000 kids have had to be hospitalized. 2 died. Back in Texas, the mother of that 5-year-old is now considering placing her son in a different school district.
Your brain naturally produces this, but we don't know. I don't know what dosage it was. It was melatonin this time, but what if it was something else?
And I understand you want the kids to go to sleep, but girl, yeah, you went too far.
First of all, you're not supposed to give any type of medication or anything to a child. That is for the nurse to do, the school nurse to do. You're not a medical provider. Unless you have permission from the school, from the nurse to administer any of that type of stuff, you can't do that. What is wrong with you, girl?
Well, she wanted, like I said, she wanted to calm down and take a nap there in kindergarten. To lay them down for nap time. Because the little boy this is me, and I'm not justifying what she did, but the little boy probably nap time was running rambunctiously and just.
The kid is special. It's special.
I know that. That's why I said she gave him the melatonin. Because you can't.
If you can't handle a girl, you cannot be in that class.
You can't do like our mothers did back in the day. Lay your ass down.
No, I'm telling you right now, because my nephew is autistic, and so if that would have happened, I'm telling you right now, that would be the last time. They wouldn't have to work. She wouldn't have to worry about getting fired, honey. I'm telling you right now. That's ridiculous. You don't do that to somebody's child. You don't dose them. I don't care if it is melatonin.
Well, I want to know, is she fired?
No, she resigned. They gave her the option to resign.
She quit before she could be fired.
Right.
Basically, they said, we're not going to fire you, but you should look for another job. That's what they do to, certain people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Very well said, Daryl. Certain people.
Just a couple of things I will add.
Please.
So I've been through a lot of my life. My mom gave me codeine when I was a kid because I was crying too much. I came from a generation. Listen, I was a kid looking back on it. Some of the stuff our parents, I'm an 80s baby, so I'm of the generation where they gave you a shot of something, a shot of liquor to put you out. That's a whole nother conversation. Obviously, this teacher is young. This teacher is clearly young, right? And a lot of people, and a lazy teacher at that, because she resorted to an aid instead of using her skills that she went to school for to deal with this certain population of children that she was hired to deal with. If I can say it that way. Secondly, I want to know what the mother's feeding her kid. Because while she's worried about what's being given to, I said it, while she's worried about what's being given to her kid at school, what's the diet like at home?
What does that matter?
It doesn't. Y'all will catch it later. Listen, parents be getting on schools for stuff, but it's like, well, what's going on in the home?
But that has nothing to do with a teacher administering medication or a vitamin or some type of supplement to a child. I don't care what you say. I don't care what.
So
you don't have.
I totally agree with that, but she's insinuating. We're talking about melatonin, right? So I understand, and here's the thing with media. Media plays in our faces with the statistics and everything. We live in a world of millions of people. A lot of parents give their children melatonin, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So we're grateful the child came off lethargic. The child wasn't throwing up. The child wasn't dead. I think that the teacher made a gross mistake. It was terrible and she was stupid and she should resign and she should be fired. I just think in conversation, and this is where I'm different, I think sometimes a lot of responsibility is placed on the school and not on the student, not on the parent.
I don't understand how it's difficult for people to understand that a teacher should not administer medication or a supplement to a child. I don't care what you're doing with your own child. That's your business. You have every right to do what you want to do with that child, up to a certain limit that considers, that's considered child abuse. But my point is that, yes, it was melatonin. I don't care if it was vitamin C. I don't care if whatever you can administer something like that to a child without a parent's permission. That's across the board. I'm sorry, you're not a school nurse. You should have sent him to the school nurse, or you should have asked the school nurse to say, hey, can we administer this to this child? And you do it, girl.
No, they shouldn't give the kids melatonin at all.
But then, you know what the school nurse would have did? She would have called the parent and said, hey, can I administer this to your child because she's a little, he or she is a little rowdy.
And my parents should have said no.
And if the parents, because there's some parents that say, yeah, you can do that. But but you're giving the parent an option to navigate what they want to do with their child. You cannot do that to a child, because what that gives is precedence for other parents to administer whatever they feel, or not parents, other teachers to administer whatever they feel they should and should not do.
I feel like melatonin should not be given to kids at all by parents.
I don't think anything should be given to kids unless it's by a guardian or parent.
No, what I mean is, I don't think parents or no one should give a child melatonin.
Yeah, I think melatonin's I've seen melatonin for kids, like there's like sleep aids.
I think it's a case by case situation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
another old trick that people used to do back in the day is give the child NyQuil.
Yeah, but again,
and before y'all fight me out there in the comments, I just want to say I'm not agreeing with what the teacher did.
No, you just like to play devil's advocate. That's what you like to do.
Right.
Well, I mean, there's just a lot of variables involved.
The child at home. Now the child is at home bouncing off the walls, so they'll slip all day at school. Exactly.
It's a lot of things going on, and the mother's just in there like, well, now it's melatonin. It's very Karen-ish, okay? That's the underlying thing. I'm just telling you. I said what I said.
You blaming the mother?
I'm not blaming the mother. I'm just saying she put a little extra on it.
I don't think so, because like she said, it's melatonin today. What will it be tomorrow?
Right.
I agree with the mother.
I don't think that's the case. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and pause right there.
Okay, girl.
It was a gross mistake. Your child came off lethargic.
This person made a great observation. The child could have been on other medication, and that melatonin would have counteracted with it. Then what?
I agree.
Right, Simeon. Then what?
But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen at this point in time, but it could have
happened. Not y'all looking at me sideways.
Because you over here trying to play games. You just want to argue just to argue, girl.
But it could have. You're right. It didn't, but it could have.
You just want to argue just to argue. We're going to move on. Okay?
The mother bothers me. I don't know. Her spirit wasn't right.
Anybody finna hire that won't work around no kids?
So y'all know about Steve Scalise.
Who is that?
Steve Scalise is was one of the candidates to become the next Speaker of the House on the Republican side. He's a Republican. He was a Republican nominee to become it. He has recently dropped out of that race, and it was him and Jim Jordan that were the candidates. But we'll see. Take a look at what's going on with this.
Within the past 2 hours, U.S. Representative Steve Scalise told members of the GOP he will no longer run for Speaker of the House. The decision happened tonight at a closed-door meeting of Republican representatives. Scalise made the decision after hardline members declined to support his candidacy. Any Republican candidate will likely need near unanimous support from the Republican caucus to win. The announcement adds to the uncertainty in Washington as the Republican Party struggles to find a replacement for ousted Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Without a speaker, the House cannot bring any bills to the floor, including funding packages for Israel and Ukraine.
So I just think this is really freaking stupid. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. I'm so over the House of Representatives. They're not working. It's just this is dumb. This is so dumb. But listen, y'all Republicans, y'all voted them in. So this is what we get. It's y'all. The Democrats are rocking. They're doing what they need to do. So it's y'all.
What are the Democrats doing?
They can't do much. What I'm saying is that they're moving in a block. That's what I'm saying. I would rather the Republicans move in a block so that way we can get things going. You can then have discourse. You can then have political discourse at that point in time. Because when the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are whole, and they're operating in majorities, then they can have discourse, political discourse, and different types of. That was the whole purpose of having all of this, to have different viewpoints and political viewpoints or whatever. And so we vote these people in that have our best interests in mind in these local areas and these local states. And so we vote these people in to represent us, and then they have those different conversations because this country is too big to have one complete voice or two complete voices. That's why the House of Representatives has all of that people in there, why the Congress is so big. So you have all of these different local thoughts and perspectives from different constituents. And then you come together and you have conversations and then you move forward. We can't even get a House Speaker elected. Are you kidding me? That shuts down everything. This is whack. And it's stupid.
Yes, whack. Yes, whack.
It really is. What are your thoughts? I'm sorry. I get frustrated with politics.
No, I for me, my thoughts are, at this point, who is this man? Steve Scalise. He seems like a very lovely man.
He's not.
I'm sure he has, just outside of politics, I'm sure, I don't know, he has a family of some sort and, walks his dog and, plays with his grandchildren. I just feel like at this point, I would just love to see younger, fresher people on both sides come up. It is sad to see Mitch McConnell. I have to take this from a humanistic point of view. It is sad to see these older people who should be living their best years of their life still working. I'm not an ageist, but when I look at this, it's like, let's be honest. 2016, in my opinion, redefined the government and politics in the United States of America, right? So it is sad to see this part of the government not be able to come together for the sake of the people, because that's who you're serving at the end of the day, and the selfishness and the greed on both sides. Because let's be honest, yes, Democrats are moving in a block, but and I'm saying this respectfully. Let me just say, I came out to be the Meghan McCain of the show, like really bring a little spice to it. You know what I'm saying? But I just, but what I'm saying is, some of the Democrats, listen, Dianne Feinstein was older, and she shouldn't have been in she should have died with more grace, dignity, and respect. And I would like to see on both sides just a new, fresh generation of politicians and people in government who are like, yes, we don't agree, but we're going to work together for the people. For the people. It's not for the people right now.
They're for each other.
But they're for each other. It's very self-serving right now.
And Daryl, I actually agree with you.
Well, I agree, Megan. I think they should have a time limit on their stay.
I absolutely
in that seat.
That's
the problem.
I don't think we should have lifetime memberships in
because there's no reason why Turkey Neck McConnell should still be there.
And let's get into this. that man, the Egypt man, getting all the gold bars and getting the cars in the houses, they all doing it in the government.
You mean Senator Menendez?
Senator Menendez, the man getting the gold bars in the car from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we. But Steve Scalise.
To your point, Daryl. That's why they're able to do those things, right? That's what allegedly. We don't know if
allegedly, but come on, the corruption and stuff behind it. Ain't no reason.
But the reason why the corruption happens, the reason why these things happen, is because they're in those positions long enough to get corrupted or to corrupt, right?
To build those relationships, to do all of that stuff.
If you go in there to do a job, and you only have a certain amount of time to do that job, then I feel like it would be better. In my opinion, I feel like it would be better. But then again, would that motivate people to keep them in there? Because part of the reason why people go so hard for their agendas and for the constituents is because they want to stay in that position.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna just say this, and I would like beautiful people in position. You know, I want a handsome president.
We had one.
Right.
And then after that, look what we got. You know.
I was the one who...
I don't know Steve Scalise, but ain't nobody better looking in the Republican side.
Okay.
Somebody with some nice hair, a nice suit that's clean cut. Okay. Come on now.
His suit's nice, but I mean...
Let's move on.
You know, Trump was so ugly representing us all over the world.
We're going.
You want to see those? You want to see those men from?
I want a JFK. I want a Carter. I want a, hell, something.
I want an Odell Beckham.
I want an Obama, really.
Okay.
I really want a Idris Elba.
That's it.
We're going off the rails. Let's
come on now.
So, just in time for spooky season, scientists in South America have discovered a new species of wasp that stings, sucks blood, and otherwise feasts on their prey from the inside out by depositing larvae underneath the victim's skin. Researchers came across these vampiric vespids, while hard at work in the National Reserve of in the Amazon.
Face. It looked evil.
It's ridiculous.
Look like Tasha K.
Oh,
it does.
Often described as the most biodiverse rainforest in the world, the Amazon, the creepy bright yellow creature can grow up to 0.7 of an inch and has an abnormally large head, which got a nod in its name. Capitojopa amazonica, or Capito, being a Spanish name for someone with a big head. Okay. Some good news, though, however, humans aren't high on the list of living beings likely to fall prey to the creature. Caterpillars, beetles, and spiders appear to be preferred.
Okay, good. But I'm still, if they come to America, I'm not going outside.
We ain't got to worry about it coming to America. It sounds like some of y'all baby daddies out there. That when you was describing it, it sounded like some of y'all baby daddies out there. It's like the life of you from the inside out. Big head.
I mean, really?
Ain't they all there?
In a bag of chips, can't find no onion dip?
Can't find no, just going from animal to animal, just sucking the life from the inside out. Sound like some of y'all exes.
They need to stay out there. White people gonna kill us all. Y'all are bad.
Listen, bigger problems.
Bigger problems. All right, y'all. Let's get into Fun Fridays, y'all. We got some amazing questions. I hope you guys will participate. Would you? Now, this question actually came from Kire. And so this is in regards to Nene Leakes that did a post a few days ago on her new channel, or not new channel, but her recent reinvigoration and rebranding of her new channel. Take a look.
Maybe I should just marry, whether I'm 100% happy with the person or not. Maybe I should marry just so that I have a partner, a partner for life, right? And I was thinking about having a partner for life. Even though I know the person isn't right for me, I'm just thinking having a partner for life, at least there's someone, maybe we would have an agreement that this person would be there for me and I would be there for them during hard times or medical times or something like that. And so she and I was throwing this conversation back and forth. And so we were throwing this conversation back and forth.
Okay, girl. I don't want to, I don't want you to bring down the moods, Nene. But the question is, would you just go with someone or be with someone or have a partner just because?
Would you marry someone just to have?
Would you marry someone just to have a life partner? And what does that mean to you? What does life partner mean to you? We'll start with the guest of the day, Daryl. What are your thoughts on this?
I personally wouldn't, but I preface this, for me, I was like, you keep playing that clip with me. That's why I kept shaking my head. You're going to lay me out in 10.5 more seconds. Transparent moment. I'm a loner, and I've been doing grown folk adult business, you add people asking me questions, who's the beneficiary, who's this? I went to the doctor and, as I'm refilling out the paperwork, they're like, who's your emergency contact? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't have anybody. Mm-hmm. My mother is dead. I am, you don't hear me talk about my family because the honest truth is I'm not close to them. Mm-hmm. I'm blessed in terms of who I am today. Don't ask me how I got here. But I understand Nene's sentiments. I totally understand because people don't think like life, it's like, oh, I'm alone. But when you go to those moments and who's your emergency contact? Who do we call in case of emergency? Mm-hmm. Thoughts go through my mind if something were to happen to me here. Would somebody call? Would somebody kind of, realize they ain't heard from Daryl in a day or two? Or would they think that I'm just having a depressed moment or I don't want to be bothered with people? Those are real thoughts. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I could see someone marrying a life partner. Hell, a lot of us are in relationships because we can't be without somebody, because we need to have somebody in our lives, because we don't know how to be alone. I'm blessed to be in a position where I know how to be alone, where I do love myself. It comes with its challenges. So would I marry a life partner just to have a life partner? At this point, absolutely not. I'm Chateau Montelena. I'm a Chateaubriand. Don't know, like that. It's a nice wine. I'm a refined wine.
Mm-hmm. You went out for a second, Daryl.
Oh, I was just saying, like I'm a good person. I'm Chateau Montelena. I'm Chateaubriand. So would I just settle for the sake of settling? Absolutely not. But it comes with a price.
Yeah, Kire?
I agree with everything Daryl said. But I have emergency contacts. I have I have two cousins that are my emergency contacts. Mm-hmm. Would I marry someone for the sake of marriage? No, I can't do that because I still believe in love, which is not a factor I'm seeing on both sides, straight and gay, of the fence. Mm-hmm. People are getting married for money, or they're getting married for security, or they're getting married for not to be alone. That's not me. No, yeah. I have to have something I have to respect you, and I have to love you in order for me to be with you. But especially to marry you, no, I can't do that. Yeah,
I think marriage is a huge step, and I think that if I'm going to do that, even if it, because I feel like I don't think a life partner is always someone that you are married to. You can have a life partner, like you can have a best friend that's a life partner. I know many people who are life partners, and they are doing this thing together in life, but they're not married. They're not, even romantically together. They're just, doing the damn thing, whether it be business or friendship or whatever. I think that's different, but I don't think marriage is that's a different situation, and I don't think
not like Will and Jada.
No. No. Yeah. But I don't think that we should look at I really pray for her, and I hope that she doesn't settle, because she her and Greg were They had a moment. They had a.
Nene will have to settle a little bit though. Here's the reality for Nene Leakes and a lot of people out there in her position. She will have to settle.
Why?
She's already had the love of her life. She's already had everything that we dreamed to have.
You don't think that you can have multiple loves of lives?
She can't have another Greg. There will never be another Greg.
That's what she needs to heal, because I think that she's trying to compare everything to the.
No, that's not healing.
No, but she built.
That's reality.
No,
right, she's not going to have another Greg. That doesn't because that was a different. That was Greg.
Right. So that's a level of, for her. Again, we're men. You know what I'm saying? We're in our lives, in our age, in our position. She is a woman who has been married, who has been essentially, the wife in a relationship. Mm-hmm. If she wants to have that again at her age, as a Black woman, in my opinion, and it's not about she'll have to settle with money and looks and all of that stuff, but at some point she'll have to heal, release, and go, you'll never have this high. You'll never have, those highs that you had with Greg. Yeah. You just can't replicate that. You have to accept that this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think in some senses, a lot of people, they try to relive what they had before, and you just can't do that. Yeah. Nene's just basically saying she's of a particular age. She's in a particular space.
Yeah.
Of a particular financial level. She's going to have to settle.
Yeah. And she wants, she wants companionship. I get that.
Right.
But now selling, I just can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not settling it's a different kind of settle for her than it is for us. What we would do.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
She ain't got 50 years and to go through a bachelor and go through all of that stuff. And she has beautiful men around her.
Yeah. Kwame done pulled a Gatlins and tapped the watch. Okay.
No. I was saying that she doesn't have enough time.
She doesn't have long to listen, baby. Once you pass 50, and I had a conversation with somebody about it. Past 50, you're not guaranteed another 50.
Yeah.
So you look at life differently. You look at things differently, right? It's just a different vibe. So on some things, Nene's past 50.
Oh, is she? Okay.
She looks good. Black don't crack. Listen, black don't crack, but it doesn't mean that time doesn't move.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to continue to pray for her. We're going to move on to the next one because we're running out of time. We are past our time. But memories. What? Oh, hold on. I should probably move us out the way, huh? There we go. All right. Memories. What was the first hip-hop album you ever bought? I'm going to leave this to y'all because I wasn't a big hip-hop fan in the beginning. I mean, I listened to hip-hop, but I wasn't like, I need to go buy it because I was more R&B.
The first hip-hop album I bought was either Eric B. and Rakim, or was Salt and Pepper's Baby Hot, Cool, and Vicious. It's one of them two. Whichever one came out first, the one I bought. I think I bought them at the same time. So it was those two.
Daryl?
Oh my gosh. I think that, so I came up in all the areas. I had an older brother who was 10 years older than me. So I played the mess out of MC Light. I think I played MC Light's album, Light as a Rock, over and I was 5. But I still remember, once I said it again, I said it before, me, all of that stuff.
The first, to the door, me,
as a teenager, it was Little Kim.
Mm-hmm.
With the blonde hair blowing back. Mm-hmm. And I used to drive my mom to work, and I had left the CD in the car because you drive your mom's car all day. And I was bumping This Is the Jump Back or Clap Back or whatever, the song I'm talking about.
I do.
And my mom was Jesus on, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And she got in the car and turned it around, and all you heard was pussy, pussy, pussy.
I know your mom was rebuking.
She knew who I was.
Sean says Run DMC and Sugar Hill Gang. Simeon says Mantronics.
Rebuke.
Wait, Kwame, why you wasn't into hip hop like that? You said it like, I wasn't into hip hop. What was your first album?
I'm an R&B cat all day, but hip hop.
Yeah, because I was just all into R&B. I always leaned into that. My older brother, they were heavy into hip hop. So, and my brother, my second oldest brother, he listened to R&B as well. So, he was really musically inclined. I really enjoyed listening to CDs that he left behind. But when he went to college, but
he didn't take it with him.
No, because I mean, you only have so much space in the dorms. So and that was by the time he went. It was that's when MP3s were getting involved and stuff like that. So he didn't really need them. But
he's young. Okay.
Yeah. But no, he's a little older. He's around your age.
Bro, because I took my CDs to college.
Oh well, you know.
Wait, Kire said he's young, and Kwame said no, he's around your age.
Well, which is still young, which I know the young, Kwame's a millennial.
Here Daryl go being.
I just heard the conversation.
Shit started. She trying
to. They think we're all old.
Let's move on. What was she wrong or was he wrong? Take a look.
Yeah. So today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good. Yeah, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, because what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He's talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
So who was wrong? I know who's wrong in my ass, but who's wrong in your ass?
First of all, this is one of the most ghetto things I've ever seen. I don't even know.
I know how to address it. You just tell me when.
Go ahead, Daryl.
Okay, because again, I'm gonna make Megan McCain this bitch real quick. He was wrong.
He was wrong.
He was very much so wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I want to help some people out there who are gonna listen to this on the live and in the replay. Stop dating out of desperation.
Yes.
Stop dating out of desperation.
Yes.
I don't give a damn if you've had a crush on that person and they finally said yes. Mm-hmm. She started the video off with, this ninja has been talking to himself. Sir, why are you talking to yourself? She hasn't responded to you. She hasn't given you the time of day. She hasn't even shown any interest. Now, all of a sudden, out the blue, she says yes. Don't date out of desperation. Now you make her wait. Now you make him wait. You showed up to a situation where she was going to treat you how you told her to treat you. And this is helping somebody, because a lot of people looking at her like she showed you who she was from the get-go, and you still showed up.
From the moment, and you asked
from
her
the still moment, and you still showed up. And look, and you so dumb and so stupid. Go ahead.
But Daryl, he asked her out.
Right.
That's what I have an issue with. So for me, that's why I think that it's on him, because to me, and I know it's different with us because we're gay, but like, and for me, if I go out with somebody and they say, "Hey, Kwame, you want to go out?" Okay, cool. I expect them to pay. But if I ask somebody else, "Hey, you want to go out?" I'm paying. I'm just
and I agree with that. But if I say, "Kwame, would you like to go out for drinks?" Bitch, you said we order $60 worth of oysters and food. I'm with him. No.
Well, honey,
out for drinks.
No, Kyrie, then you should have went to a bar, not a damn restaurant. Because if you listen, she was the one that recommended the place, and he said, "Yeah,
right."
Cool.
She recommended the place, but did you see the text message? He said, "I asked you out for drinks."
Child.
He said,
I asked you out. Kire, he asked her out. She didn't respond. She wasn't responding.
Girl, I didn't think about that, but I agree with everything you said. She did. She showed
At that point,
but if
I'm the kind of person.
I'm with him. I ain't doing. I bet you I would. If I say let's go have drinks and you order a plethora of food, now if I was him, I would have paid for the drinks. I would have did that. I wouldn't have got up and left because I'm me. I ain't scared of shit. I'm gonna sit and pay for the drinks. And you, I'm saying, well, bitch, you order the food. Clearly, you got money. I'm not gonna do it. And if you ain't got the money, you better ask the kitchen if they use Joy or Palm Olive or Dawn, because I'm not here for it.
But here's my thing. I would have left like him too, because there's no way. And let me help any man who's interested in dating me in the future. You will not sit at the table, disrespect me, play in my face, suck on 48 oysters, and look at me like something's wrong with you. No, ho, something is wrong with you, because those oysters weren't as good as you think they were, because from the visual perception, those aren't even Blue Point. Try somebody else, ho.
You better
try somebody else. Try somebody else. She was disrespectful. She wasn't in. Here's the thing. She didn't even call him to see where he went. She kept eating the food. Here's the thing. When people show you who they are, and this is where I'm passionate about it. When you teach people how to treat you, she treated him how he told her to treat him. And even after all of that bull crap, did you see the message? Well, I could text you what you paid for it.
I can text you the cash. I can cash up you the drinks.
Boy.
No, he should have sat there and put the money on the table and then walked out. I would not have just.
I'm going to tell you what I would have done. I would have done exactly what he did, walked out, paid for my drink, and blocked her ass.
I would have paid for it, because listen, I'm just not, but you would never hear from me again, girl. You would never.
No, she got the money. She paid for it.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have that, because if you left like that, it makes me think that you don't have it like that to be going out on a date. Because you should.
Kwame.
I'm sorry.
Girl, she ate 48 oysters.
It was $100 and something. Like, I mean,
48 oysters.
$80. So you one of them bitches. Oh, okay. Now I know. You.
Who, me?
So you one of them.
What are you talking about?
It's about that. It's about that coin.
He talking to me, not me.
No. First of all, I'm not gonna do too many of these bitches, my nigga.
Right. I don't do any of them. You see, he called you a bitch, honey. He ain't called me a bitch.
I'm saying, it's about the coin.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. This is why you date in your brackets.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's what I'm saying. If you can't go on a date, if you don't have the money to go on a date and cover for yourself, because if the situation was, that's why.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish. Because that's why she had them, whether she was right or wrong in how she handled it. He took that disrespect from the beginning. So that's what you get, girl. You already set the precedence. You allowed her to talk to you the way she wanted to talk to you. That's on you. You stayed there, because I would have got up and already left from the beginning. The way she was handling situations.
Well, I never would have asked her out when she said.
Okay. Let me use a perfect example. I'm gonna use this guy asked me out. He slid in my DMs. I ain't gonna call him out, but he asked me out. Okay. A little time before, I was talking to him, and he was talking about how he was struggling with some finances and stuff. And he even asked if he could borrow some money.
Oh, no.
I canceled the date.
Yes.
I canceled the date.
Yes.
I canceled the date.
Absolutely.
And if I had showed up and he looked at me like I was paying, I would not have paid. I would have paid for my part. And if I had paid for it, I would have said something there. I'm an Aries, so I'm just straight to the point. You will not take me anywhere and embarrass me and not know about it. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to respectfully tell you about yourself. Then I'm going to leave.
But that's not what they did. He asked her specifically and said drinks.
He did.
So my thing is this: it's not about, we don't know if he can afford it or not. If I ask you out for drinks, then you order. We get what we get, drinks. I didn't ask you on a dinner date.
Yeah, but he asked her out. She showed up on her own.
I don't know if I agree with that, Kyrie. I don't know if I agree with that because I mean,
she wasn't interested in him. Let's be honest. She wasn't interested in him.
Because you just said if the man asks you out for drinks, you're gonna order. If it's a restaurant, I'm gonna order the buffet.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Hey, Kwame, this is not about dating in your bracket. This is about dating in your principle, in your moral.
Okay, all of that. But what I'm saying is that at the end, but first of all, if we really want to get with it, the deeper issue for me is the fact that you did not do enough research on the person before you started going on dates, before you started going on a second or third date with them. So obviously
this is their first date.
I thought this was like their second date.
I thought this is their first.
Oh, this cannot be the second date.
Yeah, this is the first date.
That better not be the second date.
But weren't they talking? Weren't they having conversation with each other?
He was talking to himself. That's what she said.
She wasn't paying him no attention in her DM.
She did not respond.
Out for drinks, then she said,
right.
"Oh yeah,"
because she was bored. Because she was bored.
But here's the thing: he was wrong for leaving, in my personal opinion. But I also believe that he was also wrong for allowing for even going on a date with her in the first damn place. Because if she's not paying you, if you're not getting any engagement from the DMs, girl, or phone calls or conversation, then we don't need to go on a damn date. What am I wasting my money on for?
But I don't think he was wrong. I think he was wrong in the way he did it. I don't want to say he's 100% right. He was wrong how he did it. Because well, that's just me.
We gonna ignore the fact that this hoe ignored him and showed up and sucked down 48 oysters greedily in front of him. And here's the thing. Here's how she did it. She probably sat down, then asked how his day was. Let me help ladies out here with something. You cannot treat a man any old kind of way because you think you got some hips and some big titties and think that the man is going to respond. You cannot emasculate a man and expect him to respond back. He is going to lead. That was about food. She's beyond a scammer. She's trashy. Because listen, $100 is nothing in the bucket at the end of the day if we're talking about food. But the responsibility should have been on him.
We got
with Kire on this one a little bit.
We got to move on.
Kwame, you a high class girl. I get it.
No, it's not about high
Nothing
class.
wrong with it.
Hold on, because y'all try to be funny.
No,
it's not about high class. It's about. I have respect for myself, and I'm not going to allow someone to come in there and then just talk to me or play games in my face or whatever, and then you go over here eating up for. That wouldn't have happened to me. I'm just sorry.
But you expect them to pay if you did eat the $48. If you did eat the 48 oysters and show up, since he invited.
First of all, I would not eat that damn many oysters. That's a lot of fucking oysters.
They're not just 48 oysters. 48 oysters and crab cakes.
And crab cakes. With the martini.
I'm a big girl, but I'm not that damn hungry. Okay?
Listen, after the second set of oysters, I was so nervous about the mercury in her system. I was just like, oh my God.
Girl, it's too much. Let's move on.
Well, I need the content. People do stuff for likes and views. I need content.
But content for who? We don't even know who you are.
Sis? We gotta move on.
Okay.
We're running low on topic. Like we gotta press on. So I'm gonna go to the last what do you call it?
Fun Friday.
Yes. All right. So what do you think? Watch this and tell me what you think. Girl.
Let me get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
want to talk about it. Yeah, come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Oh, okay.
So
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to look at. I mean, when you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted, so you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
Not
I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean, Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, girl.
You let the whole thing play, but okay.
That's all I had.
Well, if anyone wants to know what I think, I did a TikTok on this very video. Y'all see it there.
Okay, well let's give Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl, you go ahead.
I just am so baffled. Here's my thing. First of all, yes, tax bracket, money, looks, and everything. I'm looking at her. She's a beautiful young woman. But a lot of us have this weird self-entitlement. Who takes this to Cheesecake Factory? Well, first of all, who are you? Who the are you? Nobody knows who you are. I get courted. You don't even know what courting is.
You don't have no
You know, what happened to, here's my thing, and this is what I want in my life. Should a partner enter my life? I don't care about the Cheesecake Factory per se. I don't even care about the tax bracket. What happened to chemistry? What happened to personality?
It's about this. It's about this.
What happened to intelligence? What happened to, are we on the same page with life? How do we feel about politics? You know, but again, she's duped into this idea of, look at this. Okay, what about it? Even if you had all of that stuff that you're presenting, what about it? And then here you have a man, again, it goes back to that emasculation. The man said, I'll talk about it on camera or off camera. She can't respond because she doesn't know how to respond.
Well, no, Kwame didn't play it. Here's the thing. He was a perfect gentleman, and everything he said was right. But like I told the ladies and the gays on TikTok, if you want a man, no man's gonna take you out to Maestro's. If a man takes you out to Maestro's, something like that, on the first date, he don't want to know you. He want to know that kitty cat down below. This man told her specifically, I want to get to know you. So it's the first date. I don't know you to spend $300 on you. If I'm trying to get to know,
but let's just say he can afford cheesecake now and Mastro's later.
Right. I believe, just my opinion. I believe he could afford Maestro's now, but because I don't know you, then you have to keep this up. Like you have to keep this up all the time. Because she don't go to Cheesecake Factory at all. Because I'm this and I'm that. Honey, like I told TikTok, a lot of you ladies and gays, honey, you all are determined to be alone for the rest of your life. Let me
say this. This is. I understand that people have standards. I get it. Okay, whatever. But here's where she pissed me off. Okay, Heifer, you turned on a live. Like, that's where I was thrown off. You went on live to kind of embarrass your man. You gonna miss your man with that bullshit. Okay,
it's not even missing the man.
But what I did like. Hold on.
Because I get frustrated with people like that because then you turn these men or these women into these bitter slighted people, because it's like, well, if I'm gonna go out in the world, if you're just looking for a cash app, or if you're looking for somebody to give you cash, go be a hoe.
I'm gonna say, I feel like this. A lot of people, here's the thing, it's not even about a lot of people want this certain lifestyle. They want to go to these restaurants. They want to drive these cars. They want to live all of this. And here's the reality. The reality, even your favorite people that you see doing that are going to the Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
They go into Walmart. They go, and when she said, "Oh, take this to Cheesecake Factory," and I'm saying this respectfully, not I'm all that aware of all that, but you can tell she don't go to fancy places all the
You
time.
know how many people I've seen at the Cheesecake Factory at the Grove that were celebrities that make millions of dollars?
Exactly.
Don't try it, girl. You ain't that special.
Exactly.
She is special to herself. I'm telling you.
Hey, well, go be special by yourself, girl. Leave that man alone.
Oh, she gonna be alone by herself. But now
I would have left her ass right there to get out
he
the
didn't
car,
do that.
girl.
He didn't do that. No, what I did like in all this, he used this as a teachable moment. He pointed out some things, and she was like, "You have a point." So then she got upset because he took her home, and she was like, you're not gonna do it, even just try to anything. He said, "No, I'm not interested. I'm no longer interested." So he drove her back home. Now I love that.
Have a nice night.
Right,
nice,
exactly.
That was
wait. But the part that Kwame didn't play. This was it right here. He says in the video, he said, "Well, first of all, I came to pick you up, and I said we have a reservation for such time. When I came, you were an hour late coming to the car." She had him waiting. She had him waiting at her house for a whole hour.
But here's the thing. A lot of people, not just women, but people in that mentality. Y'all are not Mariah Carey. You are not Beyonce. You are not at that level where you can sue a man because you dated him for $1 million. And a lot of women and men, and I'm going to say this, and the gays, I believe in the power of the P. But the P ain't that powerful. It ain't all that. It's not, and she got humbled. She got humbled real fast.
She did. I loved it.
I bet she'll go to McDonald's next time and shut her ass up.
Right. Or Burger King.
I bet she will be real quiet at Olive Garden.
Okay? Because now you did it on live. You thought that you were trying to embarrass this man. You thought you were trying to be cute. But now everybody sees your face, boo.
Baby, but like I said on TikTok, that y'all didn't need some of the stuff y'all said in that woman comment section. Y'all was a little harsh. Not a little harsh.
No, girl,
well, the comments are tough in these streets.
No, listen.
Oh, baby, they are.
Put this stuff out there like that, you deserve all that stuff because you trying to embarrass that man. You didn't have to do all that.
They slammed the mama on the comment section.
But here's the thing. Here's what I love about.
I get courted, girl.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
But here's the thing. Like, that man was sexy to me because he held his composure. He taught her a lesson. He kept his cool. See, somebody who's comfortable in themselves can't be embarrassed.
Honey, take me to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, but he asked. He said, "Oh, you're recording this?" And she said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, let's talk about it." Right. Are you good? Let's talk.
I just want the man that's interested in me, that's watching here, to know that you can take me pretty much anywhere and I will be okay. I'm not that person.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm an evolved Aries. I just want him to know.
Oh, you're an Aries?
Now.
I'm very much so.
Now, Aries. I love Aries. I love it. But y'all, Aries men, y'all can be a bit much at times.
Oh yeah, I love Aries women. Aries
What
women
is a bit much?
Huh?
Or are you not enough?
Ooh. I'm a
question.
But I'm saying sometimes y'all can be, because you all, Aries men want what they want when they want it, how they want it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're too demanding at times. I'm in a relationship wise, not friendship, but relationship wise. Yeah. Oh, I see you didn't disagree. Okay.
I'm a listener. I'm understanding, and I get it.
Oh, you're a listener.
Demand.
I am.
Aries men are very demanding. Very demanding.
Well, praise God. All right. Well,
we wouldn't have to demand if you just did it.
It was nice having Daryl on the show.
It was, and I want my man to know that I am not that Aries that Kire described. That I am definitely in my water era, and just know that I'm not demanding.
Amen.
Amen. God bless you.
Unless you want me to be.
All right.
Okay. We love you, Daryl.
Listen.
And we appreciate you guys for joining for almost this 2 hours. We're sorry for we had a lot to talk about today.
It was good. This was a good 2 hours.
It was.
Yes.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yes. And we love you guys. Thank you guys so much, Pyromaniacs. You have a wonderful weekend. If you are not a part of the Patreon and if you have not joined the hotspot yet, please do so because we're going to be jamming it out and heating it up tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Pyro Cocktail Hour. That's right, Pyro Cocktail Hour.
We jamming it out. We playing music?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be jamming out. Yeah, we're gonna play
some
good feels, and we can play whatever we want because there's not gonna be no copyright infringements. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. And tonight, Michelle Lara is gonna be a guest on tonight, so definitely make sure you check it out. We love you guys, and Daryl, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I love y'all. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'll be watching y'all yelling at the screen and everything when y'all be going. I'll be doing stuff in the morning, but I'm just so glad to be here. So.
I appreciate you. No, you are more than welcome to come anytime. And make sure you guys check out Daryl Walk.
Is that how you do it? My hands are weird. That is so crazy.
What was that?
The heart. How did you do that?
Do you have an Android or something?
Kwame, we've had this conversation before.
Witchcraft or some girl. I don't know what's going on. This is weird. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful weekend. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Kire and I will see you on Monday, and hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you guys relax and enjoy yourself. You guys earned it. You guys did a phenomenal job this week. You killed it. I don't want to say killed. You did it. You did it. You did the damn thing. We love you guys. Stay blessed, and we'll see Daryl again because we got to bring him back on the show because he's yes. We love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay stress free, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.